got the timer going?
We are recording.
All right,
Oh.
good.
Are we going to do
You gotta do
something?
the intro?
Oh,
Oh, you're not going to do the...
no, I am.
We are so professional.
There you go.
Boy.
Okay.
Hey,
Mr. Lynch.
welcome everybody to another episode of Midnight Movie Distillery. I'm one of your hosts, Logan Lynch.
I'm another one of your hosts, Warwick Price.
And I'm Lon Black. Welcome to another
Crazy
episode.
Town?
Yeah.
Butterfly.
So again, horror and bourbon, or horror
Yep.
and whiskey.
all of us.
What's the movie that we're reviewing?
Today, we're going to be reviewing M3GAN 2.
Those
2.0. Well, technically it's Meg 3 backwards.
Yeah, M3GAN.
M3GAN, yes. But we also do something even more interesting, which is we drink alcohol.
Yes.
Rumor has it.
Lon, what do we do?
So instead of necessarily doing a direct pairing,
Okay.
which sometimes they're pretty good, sometimes they're just kind of loosely based.
You're going to give us electric shots.
No. This, my friends, is going to be, wait,
I'm drum rolling.
I got to get to the right one first. And I've thought forever on how to do this.
Stop cutting.
I guess not.
So I'm just going to,
Whip it out.
Excuse me while I whip this up.
okay,
That's
might as
later.
well just start. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Scotch Week.
Ooh!
We're going to start with
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie.
Lime orange.
Glenmorangie, that's sherry-cask finish.
Oh, nice.
So the way they do these is this is a 10-year Glenmorangie, 2 years in a sherry cask.
Okay. Now, is
Nice.
this, you cracking this open?
This is a crack open, my friends.
Is
So
that a twist off?
I will admit, one of the bottles I brought is not a fresh bottle,
Okay.
but
Ooh,
that's
love it.
because, well, you'll
The
find out
color
in a
looks
little
great
bit.
on
Yeah, the color is awesome.
So, and I'll tell you, most of that is because of the fact that it's sherry.
Oh, yeah.
So certainly there is a method in that. Now, for those of you who know Glenmorangie, or it's pretty available
Yes.
out there. And they've got several different kinds. They've got, of course, a lot of different finishes. They've got this one. They've got one of my favorites is their Glenmorangie d'Ord, which is finished in Saturine casks. It's a French oak that's super sweet.
Sounds French.
Love it.
He didn't say it in the French way.
Probably my favorite, has more honey taste. This is going to be a little bit more of that. It's going to be sweetness. It's going to have fruit flavors to it, much more than normal Scotch.
Okay.
But it's
I'm
so funny,
building to it.
like when I was, that's what she said. When I was growing up,
Go ahead.
it was like Glenfiddich was like the common Scotch,
Yeah.
the common like higher end Scotch,
Sure.
and Glenmorangie was, how do you say it?
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie.
Yeah.
Was like, you know, you wouldn't see a lot of it. It was like, it was a lot
Really?
rarer. So
Okay.
so
Now
but,
it's the
but you're right.
opposite
It's
almost.
it's everywhere.
Although so is Glenfiddich.
Yes.
Technically. So. Ready? Here we go.
Ready?
You go the pop 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 pop. Oh, that was good.
Nice, nice.
I like it.
Okay. See, we are now in Scotch territory, my friends.
But you still have
I'm
the
very
sweet. You can
excited.
totally smell the sweetness of the sherry.
Absolutely. You can smell
yeah.
the sherry directly.
That smells good.
Okay, let's taste some
Like it.
sherry.
All right.
Okay, glug 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 glug.
Ooh, look at that
Look at
color.
the pour. Look at the pour. You're supposed to do it.
The pour over there.
I know. Other side of the tracks.
Yes.
Look at this.
Apparently, Lon's trying to.
Nice.
It's pretty damn close.
Nice.
Thank you.
So now, the thing with these is, again, this is a 10-year. Can I show the bottle?
Oh,
Can I
yep,
show the
yep,
bottle?
yep. There you go.
There you go. Perfect. So the thing with these is Glenmorangie's 10-year, to me, is every bit as good as a lot of other scotches 12 year and above.
Really?
They're
Even with
10-year.
McClellan?
Well, you're talking different scotch. I'd say Scotch is in the same realm of this. This is not super peaty, super smoky.
But so more like a Glenfiddich.
Yes, but better. Glenfiddich doesn't match up to this stuff to me.
Okay.
I think this is way above Glenfiddich. All Glenmorangies, all the Glenmorangies.
Wow. My God. I love the peaty taste.
Uh-oh. Mine's having a little,
It's been a while since I've had Scotch.
okay.
Oh, good. Sorry. Yeah. Really?
It has, because we've been doing the bourbons and the whiskeys and the
Oh, wow.
other
That's trouble.
stuff.
So
isn't
yeah,
it?
it is because this is like, well, we'll do our rating first.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm going with a 4 just because.
Mm.
4 on the floor.
And let's see if I can give you any more notes on this Glenmorangie stuff here. So, Lasanta sherry-cask. So I guess that's important too. We should say it's from Lasanta sherry-cask.
Doesn't sound very French.
Doesn't that sound just like in the middle?
Yeah.
It's in La Centa.
Yes.
As long as they don't put a key in front of it. Placenta. All right.
Too far.
Yeah.
Too far.
So, yeah, I don't even know.
I-
Why not? Why not? I'll just leave it there for those who want to
It's
see
also
it.
red as the label.
So, you guys 3 sips in?
Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Actually, I've got 2, but I've already made up my mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to talk, but I want to
Let's
Yeah.
rate. Let's rate.
show my
Okay.
numbers first. I'm doing a single.
Really? He's going single.
I am going single all the way.
Ooh, I'm going to change mine at the last.
Yeah, I'm
second.
debating on mine now.
And this might well.
Oh, really? Your lowest score, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's that point?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All
Lots
right.
of- lots
All
of
right.
silence. We ready?
I'm ready.
1,
2.
3.
All right, Logan, what'd you get? Whoa!
4.5.
I gave it a 4.
Wow, I gave it a 3.5. I'm the fan, the Glenmorangie fan, and you guys really went all in.
I'm going to tell you right now, I got it right on the first try.
Wow.
This is
All right, talk to me, boys. Talk to
yeah,
me.
this is probably one of my favorite ones I've had for a very, very long time
Yes.
There you
because
go.
it has that perfect combination. You have that beautiful like peach smell
Mhm.
and that kind of peaty taste, but the sherry, the sweetness from the sherry, like offsets any kind of of like a burn or like
Yep.
anything. It is so
Mellows it
smooth.
all out.
I got a very faint burn, but it's clean. It just feels nice, and the mouthfeel is
So that's something that, to me, is a big Scotch thing. That mouthfeel, that peat and that smoke give it a richness that you cannot get in bourbon or whiskeys, other
Right.
whiskeys that are not Scotch, because it's the peat and the smoke. To me, it's all about peat and smoke. Now, having said that, Scotch is a malt grain whiskey anyway. It's different than corn. It's not a corn mash. It's a malted barley. It's going to be naturally a little sweeter, but that smoke and that peat. I mean, even whiskeys, even bourbons, if it's a smoked bourbon, I'm in.
Yeah.
When we did the smoke
The
head,
smoke-
the smoke head, or whatever.
Oh
it's,
yes,
the
yes.
smoke top.
when you tried.
Well, no, we got it working. We have the little burner thing over there.
That's right. That made it
Yeah.
better. Don't
Totally.
you go back to that
Sorry.
whole. I'm so
was
pissed.
personal.
I'm still pissed.
Debacle.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
tobacco.
That's what you put on like holes in the wall, right?
Oh,
Tobacco.
yes,
Yes.
that's what you do. I
Um,
thought it was more like a chewing tobacco, but that's all right too.
but it's funny because it's like smoke wagon is what I was going to talk about. So like smoke wagon obviously has just that even more kind of smoky taste to it
Correct.
than this.
Yeah.
But like as much as I love that, and I think that probably is my highest rated bourbon that I think I've given.
I don't think Smoke Wagon was the one. You might be thinking of Peat Monster.
Oh, Peat
Peat
Monster.
Monster.
You're right.
Peat
You're right.
Monster
You're
from
right.
Compass Box.
You're right.
Was the one.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Scrub that. Take it back.
No editing.
Peat Monster. Like to me, like this again, the sherry I think just adds that extra little bit,
That's
just that
why they
little bit
do
of
it.
sweetness
That's
to
why they
it.
do it.
It's crazy.
So then they're able to do that, add up the years by saying a 10 plus 2 is 12 then?
Well, technically, it's the same whiskey, aged 10 years in this barrel, then they move it to this barrel. And
Okay, so
continue the
because it
aging
went from
through
barrel to
the
barrel.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
still being aged.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And again, we've had this discussion before. You can't say, well, I'm going to leave this on my shelf for 10 years and now all of a sudden it's a 22
Yeah.
year
Right.
because it's
Doesn't work
in
that way.
glass.
Right.
True. Gotcha.
Okay.
Take the wood
Okay.
out, doesn't age any further.
Right.
That's fantastic.
Let's not even go
What'd you just say?
there. Well, you said take the wood out and it doesn't even age any
Oh,
anymore.
Jesus.
Wow.
Sorry, that was an inside Jeffrey Epstein joke.
Oh,
Jeez.
you're making it worse.
It's
You're making
awesome.
it worse.
That just now got us canceled.
It's
Thank you, folks. That was fun.
Epstein.
Yeah,
Fun knowing you.
really.
Oh, that
Okay.
was good. That was good. So,
Good times.
This is really. I mean, honestly,
I took my big sips. Look at even the
so
cops are saying, "Holy cow, that was so good. We got to put out the
I'm
fire."
sure they could hear that. That
Yeah.
was pretty loud.
yes. So, but it's like I knew I was gonna like it.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was gonna like it this much.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Glenmorangie on its own, their basic 10-year is better than most 12 years of this same sort of peat
Sure.
mash bill, not the mash bill, the way they peat and smoke it. Because it's mild on the peat and smoke. I shouldn't say mild. It's very peat and smoky, but it's certainly nothing like a Lafroig or a Lagavulin
Sure.
or even Peat Monster. It's on the lower end of that. Certainly not as light as Oban.
So, do you want to talk to
are
the
you looking
created by the 10 Men of Tan?
Well, that's what the Glenmorangie name is, the 10 Men of Tain.
Tain.
Tain, Tan,
Tan.
T-A, how do you say that? T-A-I-N.
It's Scottish.
Tain.
Tin. Tin.
Tin.
Head.
T-A-I-N.
Over here. Head.
Ah,
Sorry, that was kind of loud. I'm sure.
Yeah,
they loved it.
Yeah, they did. They probably are bleeding from the ears.
I can I can tell you that the name Glenmorangie
Oh.
means Valley of Tranquility.
Ooh.
Oh, and I shouldn't say, actually, this is a very important thing for those people who actually do know their Scotch, that this is a highland Scotch. So literally there
So
are
if you cut its head off, then you become
What? No,
not
no,
a Hydra.
Oh,
no, no, no,
Hydra.
no. But the
Highland.
problem
I
is
was saying Highlander.
this is the only one.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the only one.
Because there can be only one.
Yes.
so you knew what you were
See.
saying. You picked up on that. There are some basic. There's Highland. There's Lowland, Isle of Skye or Islay.
Is the middle end as well?
I don't think there is actually.
There isn't.
I
We're
think it's
missing the
Highland
market
and
here. Come on,
Lowland.
let's get on this.
Highland and Lowland, Islay, Isle of Skye.
Yes.
And there are people who typically, people who like Highland scotches are not necessarily into the Lowland scotches.
It's a water thing, right?
Well, it's more of the peat. Well, I guess it's everything, right? Because it's the peat and the water, and I guess that's about it, really. Those are the two major factors.
Sure.
But the difference to me is, I mean, Islay ones I really like, and Highland scotches I really like. But then again, I like Lowland scotches too.
Yeah.
Kind
I like the
I'm
low
okay with all
with
of
the high.
Mhm.
Well, I've almost finished.
Okay.
I did too. I finished mine. Damn.
See, I'm savoring.
Well, you gave yourself a far lighter pour than I
Did I?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So
what do
that
we got
part,
here?
that part was fun.
Yeah.
We
Let's
watched
talk
the
about.
movie too, right?
Yeah, we watched.
We did?
yes.
Shit. I didn't
Yeah.
watch a movie this week.
Knew it. I knew we were supposed to do something.
Was I supposed to
Um,
watch one?
Yes. We watched Megan 2, which, as of course everyone remembers, is a follow-up to Megan. Hence the 2.
2.0.
2.0,
If you want
yes.
to sound cool.
Yeah, I don't want to sound
Yes.
cool. So anyway, so we thought we watched that and directed by
Kevin Lee.
no
Directed,
Jared Johnston.
directed by
That's
Kevin
not the
Lee.
right Megan movie.
Megan 2.0. Certainly sure looks like her.
That's a,
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking at the wrong one
How am I looking at the wrong one?
because that's not
Megan 2.0.
Should be M3GAN.
right, but that's not the correct.
Uh-oh.
Jared
Uh-oh.
Johnson is the person who directed it because where's all the stars? Where's
Up in the sky,
where's
dumbass.
where's Allison Williams?
So which one? Well, all right, let's grab this one then. Is that it then?
Yeah, that's the one that looks more like professional.
M3GAN.
But it's
Um,
the same actress in the. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Right,
What
but
is that?
scroll
So
down.
it's
See,
like a
see
documentary?
now.
Jared Johnson.
Jared Johnson. And see
Ah,
now
what?
Allison
There you
Williams is
go.
in that. I think the other one was like a short
What's
film.
Let me Google that for you.
I think it was short
Why
film.
would they have two different
'Cause
IMDb?
that one's M3GAN, the other was just Megan.
Yes. This is.
But what was that one then?
Oh.
I don't know.
Probably like a.
Is that the movie that you watched?
I hope not.
You're gonna have a fun
Yeah, that's
time.
Meg. That's M3GAN, not
That's Megan.
But it
That's
shows
Megan.
here, a girl finds Megan android doll in the forest. What? That's not the right
No.
storyline.
Wow. I don't know how you.
Have you been doing all
He's
of
in
your trivia and everything based on this?
I hope not.
He's in another dimension.
And there's a Megan 2.1. What the? Okay, all right. Moving on. Moving
Okay,
Moving up.
we watched
Megan 2.0,
directed by Jared Johnson, starring back from the original Alison Williams, of course, and Violet McGraw as Cady, spelled C-A-D-Y for some weird reason.
right.
But
Right.
but yeah, so obviously it was a follow-on to the original. Let's do a rating because I think that's
We got to get right into it.
part of what my discussion is going to be about. Okay, as you guys already know, obviously you've watched the whiskey portion. We do a barrel rating from 1 through 5. We only literally have numbers 1 through 5, so if we do need to do a point, it tends to be pointless.
You take the first one.
No, don't. Okay, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
1,
2.
3.
Oh shit, that was me. Like, I did it wrong that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is mine
Okay.
right? Mine's correct.
All right. So
Mine's
Logan
good.
gave it a 2.5.
Warwick gave it a 3.4.
And I gave it a 2.5.
All right.
So clearly you guys are wrong and I am right.
Let's do it.
So the thing I thought was actually interesting about this movie was they didn't just simply they didn't just try and like I mean I know ultimately they did, but like they didn't, the story wasn't really about like them resurrecting Megan from the original. It was really, you know, this whole like AI is taking over the world and we need to control it. And spoilers, obviously. And I like the fact that they didn't just simply make a like an extension of the original movie. It's like I like the fact that this is a newish story. Um, Although I did think it kind of ripped off Terminator, or Terminator 2 specifically. But it's like I thought it was I liked it. I really liked it.
You want to go first? You want to go next?
Because you're gonna say that all the things I like about it is what you disliked about it.
You go ahead.
I think it was pretty much a retelling of the story. They need an excuse to bring back Megan, who was an outdated piece of machinery that they just updated to be the new machinery.
Yep.
Man, if they had the chance to make Megan look realistic like the other robot, and they didn't. They left the same plastic
Right,
face
because
on.
that was the whole point. The whole
What
point
was
was
the point?
was the fact that she was older. Like she was an older model, but she still had capabilities. And there was even a point in the movie where when she was like kind of falling apart and they were trying to remake her,
Mhm.
they asked if they could make her taller, and that's partly because Katie had obviously grown up and where she
And
used
she asked for pubes too.
It,
Just tell her.
it seemed like they were, yeah, the whole point of them having the old technology can hold up to the new technology had no bearing. That new technology was an ass kicker from the start, and Megan was able to defeat her with, well, in some cases, a dance. I just, I didn't hate the movie. I was
that's good.
entertained, but I did not think it was stellar. I thought it was a retelling of the story, and I couldn't get past the fact that there was this one that looked, you could not tell her from a real live human, and she had her own decision-making AI in there. But yet Megan could come back and kick her ass or
Yeah,
something.
but ultimately she really didn't. I mean,
Well,
it's like, you know, it was a
She had to go
combination.
with the last ditch effort.
Right. You know, in other words, it's like she didn't look particularly very well at the end of it.
the only thing I think she had going for her was that she was around longer, so her AI was trained a little more than maybe the
And it was able
soldier.
to kind of like move into, you know, I think the concept also is her Megan being like the original.
Yeah.
They didn't, and again, I think underlying the story is this is part of the point is her being the original. A lot of the safeguards weren't there, and so she had a lot more access to like technology and the internet and her ability to get interact with other devices. Where I think in the newer model, um, you know, a lot more restrictions were put on them because again they learned from the issues they had with Megan.
Sure, but it was, to me, it was just a the same
Go,
retelling.
go.
Yeah, I had issues with it. Right from the get-go. So you shoot somebody in the back of the head and there's no blood and nobody's questioning, maybe this is
Right.
a robot.
Oh, and they even got the first
Yeah,
robot
I'm
in.
like,
Yeah.
that was the first thing I thought of. I'm like, okay, there's no blood, and they just drop her and move on with their lives. So I
Yeah.
did think it was cool the way she got up from that, like, but
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
just,
pretty cool.
I just felt like it was a regurgitation of the previous story, and just now they have two of them, and they're gonna have them duke it out. I got that Terminator 2 feel,
Right.
for
Clearly.
sure, and
Clearly.
I was really hoping. I mean, they tried. I'll give them that much. I was a little entertained. You know, the fight scenes were pretty good. The way they did that type of stuff. You know, her flying in the squirrel suit thing or whatever was
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of nice. That was cool. A cool way to quickly get in. Um, and I mean, I just don't know if I like the main actress, not the dolls, the smart lady. I can't even think of her name.
Amelia,
Smart-
Amelia,
The main, the
Amelia.
Oh,
Amelia,
the
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 non-robot,
the ants.
Oh,
Allison
the young
Williams,
Alison
Gemma,
Williams.
No,
the one who designed Megan.
yeah.
Yeah,
Gemma.
Alison.
Allison Williams.
I don't
Gemma.
like her. And she just her
Is that
delivery
is that
on
because she was bad in Get Out?
yes.
I thought she was
Yes.
good.
That too. No, but like for some reason her delivery on some of her jokes were just off, and I was like, you can tell it's super forced, and it just I was more annoyed by her acting in it, and I
Really?
liked all the other everything else I felt like was pretty good.
Okay, because I was gonna say I liked her acting in it.
I
I just
I
didn't
couldn't
like.
get past it. I was kind of just like, okay, less her with less screen time.
Yeah, the Terminator 2 was harder for me to get past than her acting.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was like I like the I thought the very beginning scene was great. Yes, you're correct. It's like you could have told straight away that there was obviously an android. Um, but I liked how kick-ass the first scene was, and
Mhm.
it's um,
Crawling down the
yeah,
wall. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, they didn't replay any of those jokes from the first movie, did they? Any of
no,
those same tropes from the first movie, did they? No,
but
like
they're
the dancing and the smart aleck
but the
No, they
remarks.
did try to go serious. I noticed that. It felt way more serious than the first one was. I felt the first one was trying to be serious, but then you could tell they were trying. This one, it felt like, well, we're not taking ourselves as serious, but we're still
right.
going to have somewhat of a serious plot to this, and then I'm going to throw jokes in there
Yeah,
because I still need to keep people kind of.
Need the levity.
Yeah.
and undoubtedly it's people are concerned today of AI's influence and it's funny. I was listening to a podcast the other day where they were talking about the fact that you know
You don't listen to ours.
of course they do, but but like how we have all these movies like Terminator obviously is the classic where it's like all it talks about is we need to be careful about allowing computers to have too much control and autonomy, and yet we have ChatGPT and we have Grok and we have like all these other things where basically we've said have at it,
Right,
go
right,
go learn,
right.
you know, and the whole um, Moore's law of like the 18 months everything getting doubled in power,
Moore's Lord.
Moore's law, um,
They're like Charizard.
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 But like the fact that AI is making that look like a stupid statement.
Yeah.
It's like AI is growing in its intelligence and complexity like on a daily basis. And so I think I liked that there was a little bit of an undertow of I don't know, social story, but like just here are things we need to be considered about. I figured that the main ultimately we find out he's the bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Cole.
Oh, that was another thing that upset me.
Um, but it's
Oh,
how it's like I figured that he was something was up with him,
Mhm.
and no one's that good.
Yeah.
But I mean it was a little bit of a twist exactly how much he was bad.
Sure.
um, I don't know.
thought he was mildly bad.
I don't know if you've
Surprised.
heard recently, there's this company called Saaster, like SAASTR,
Okay.
and they had AI running their production database, and they put in a code freeze. It ignored the code freeze and went in and wiped out the entire database.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it came back and they said, "What are you doing?" And it came back and said, "I ignored the code freeze, and I did. It knew exactly what it was doing. It just fucking
Did it
wiped
give a
everything out."
reason as to why
It
did that?
just, I believe it gave them like step by step why it did it, but it was also like you ignored the main thing they were
Made
supposed to
directive.
Replit, I think is the company that
Oh,
they
wow.
were running on. But yeah,
It decided that its core directive was to make the database run as efficiently as possible.
yeah,
And
by
then it erased
removing it.
everything.
And then by removing all the data that was in it, it ran really efficiently.
Oh yeah, super fast.
It was
Now.
nice and quiet, and
Yeah.
there wasn't any mistakes.
But so yeah, we're already at that point where I think we put a little too much trust into, and I think this is probably the next step is going to be you're going to have these robots that are going to be possibly built by AIs that I don't know if we'll ever get to like Ultron type of stuff, but I mean
Yeah, I mean the very fact that it's like you are going to have a certain amount of those computers that are making computers or robots that are making robots rather. It's like you are going to get to a point where there is a certain amount of autonomy that they're given, and they will ultimately stretch that autonomy to start putting,
Of course,
make themselves more intelligent.
yeah.
which only makes sense.
Yes.
So, but
Anyway,
not to dive too deep into the AI conversation, but I do think I thought it was a little less about AI so much and more about, well, I guess AI too, and again, I know they had to do things like the dance because people who watch Megan love the dance, so they wanted to see her dance again. So they had to work it in, but I kept thinking to myself, oh, she's in a disco, she's dressed like some raver,
right.
they're gonna have her dance. And literally it was just counting the seconds until there it is now, she's giving them the dance.
One thing that I will agree with you on though is it is funny how like there is no way if you had Megan in a lineup with 20 other people you couldn't spot the android.
Absolutely,
Oh,
because they kept
the
the same
stare.
looking. They
Right.
gave her all new body parts, didn't they?
Right.
Why couldn't they give her a new face?
Yeah. That was a
Why
little
couldn't
bit
they
silly.
make her look realistic? Now, clearly the technology's there. These other people did it.
The other thing I guess I'm not going to change my rating, but the other thing I think is I think the original Megan was a little bit more of a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yes.
point.
Like this was way
This was
more of an
sci-fi,
action
Yes.
action. Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Okay.
It's
I
like
agree with
there
that.
really wasn't a
I agree.
lot of. I'm trying to think of the gore. I mean, admittedly, even in the first one, if you watch the special edition Megan that came out about when it came out on Blu-ray, there was a version that was on the Blu-ray that had a lot more gore in it.
Oh,
But it's basically just some of the kill scenes just last a little bit longer.
What was the rating on this? Was it R or just PG-13?
I think PG-13.
this is
I feel like-
PG-13.
Was the first one R then?
No, the release version was PG-13. And
So
I think,
maybe they'll come out with a director's cut of this with more in it.
but so right. So the point
It's
is
robot
it's like
sex.
they make sure you click the right one.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I look. Yeah, PG-13.
And again, I think it's because they decided they wanted a PG-13 rating, so they took out the scenes, the more bloody scenes. But like in this, it's like there really was hardly any blood.
No, because it was
at all.
mass
Yeah,
shootings. It was an
yeah.
action picture. It was like, brrr, gun everybody down,
Right.
jump to the next room, brrr, gun everybody down.
So I said it's like I think that would probably be a reason for me to potentially give it a lesser rating because it was less horror and more just action. But I still
We convinced them. We got it. We
He
convinced
might
them.
not change it,
but
we got it.
I still liked the movie. I still enjoyed watching the movie.
I still was okay with it.
I liked the movie.
I wouldn't watch it a second time, but I still was okay.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah,
watch
it
the
was
second time either. But
There's definitely a one and done for me.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
heard that before.
All right, folks.
Well, there's not much else to say about that one. But
Do I have anything?
you got trivia?
Actually,
You got some trivia?
actually, I do. So do you know what the what was the name?
42.
What was the name of the song that often played when Alison Williams' character was like working on stuff?
Oh, okay.
Did it play
I should know.
frequently or
Yes.
just
Hold on.
Yeah,
both movies or just this one?
just this one, but like the key being the fact that there was a lot of background music in this.
Yeah.
This was really the only song that was played.
I'm gonna say Fame.
No.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's by an English female singer that was definitely bigger in the late 70s and 80s.
Oh, was it Carly Simon?
No,
No.
but goodish
Who
guess.
did you say? I couldn't hear you because
Carly
you
Simon.
twisted.
Sorry, I was
Oh, okay.
mumbling there.
Okay.
Early cider is what I
Early
thought.
cider.
But,
Okay.
I'll give you. Well, I'll
you're so vain. No.
no.
You're so vain.
Yeah, see,
you hear the
they're
honking?
excited
Honking.
for our episode.
Yeah,
That's why.
they just think we just paused for some weird reason. But
Yeah.
yes, there's actually
Yeah,
honking,
no, I bet
honking
they
in the
can
background.
They could probably hear.
Anyway, This Woman's Work by Kate Bush.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Love me some Kate Bush.
Do we know
You love Bush.
what M3GAN stands for?
Oh, God. Autonomous
No.
something.
Seems like I
I'm
should.
trying
know
to.
that.
Yeah.
Well, the first I'll give you a hint. The first letter is M, and that
Thanks for the hint. Now I got it.
Motorized. I don't know.
model.
Model 3.
Model 3.
Generic Android.
Oh, okay, you got
Something like that.
Gentry
Gener-
Android.
Generational.
Gentry Android.
not Gentry, but
uh,
think about AI.
Generative.
Yes,
Thank you.
Generative.
Generative.
and
Android.
yes, you said it. That's it.
Generative
So,
Android.
so
AI.
it's,
Oh, that's-
it's,
that's
mo- mo-
Android.
it's Model 3 Generative Android.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Alright.
Nice.
Got that on
So
you.
it's Model 3 2.0.
Yes.
Yes.
They didn't want to go to Model 4
No.
because then it wouldn't look good because then it would be M3GAN.
M4GAN.
And that's-
And that sounds like something.
That's nobody likes
You
that.
Or
got-
would it
you
be
got to-
Megan? Because isn't 4 like leap?
Megan
yeah.
Or- yeah.
Yeah.
instead of
Megan.
Megan.
Oh, they should.
But then they'd have to update her face.
But
so she didn't
M4GAN,
look like a
wasn't that
doll.
like the Volkswagen
M3GAN?
M4GAN?
That's Forfenhagen.
Volkswagen,
Yeah, that's what I sound like that.
Anyway, okay, are we done?
I think we're done.
Yeah, let us know what you thought about M3GAN
M3GAN
2.0.
And please tell me you agree with me and say it was pretty good. It was definitely no horror movie, but it was a pretty good action movie.
I'd like to know. I really want to get some more audience participation because when it comes up to these disputes, when one person or two people rate something drastically differently from the others,
Let us know.
wrong? Who's right?
Let me know that I was right.
Clearly, Logan and I am right, but we just want to hear you say it. So let us know.
Okay,
All right, folks.
Here we-
Thank you.
here we go. Here's the outro.
Did I clap?
Thank you for joining us.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Follow us on social media.
Am I clapping?
I think it's in there.
Oh, shit.
What did you do?
What happened?
Went down the wrong pipe.
Okay, let's just continue. Ignore him.
Everyone for joining us on another. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Like,
I would. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, follow us on social media. This is right here.
I want to do like 5 million takes.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Be sure to follow us on social media.
About this one.
What's the matter with that? What's the matter
I
with
said
that one?
feeling good about this one.
What's wrong with that one?
Nothing was
Nothing.
wrong with it.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing for it.
I'm pointing to.
Pointing does nothing. This is a social
but
media.
you see it on different lines. And
Yes,
so I'm like,
but do you
I'm
know where
pointing-
the lines actually
By the way,
are?
no one can see you because there's a big logo right here.
I
That's
know,
the
they can
point.
hear me, though.
No,
We
they
did that
can't.
on purpose.
Lynch.
We're gonna
Nobody
cut that out.
Who the fuck is Logan Lynch? Who names
Best.
himself?
That sounds like a made-up name to
Doesn't
me.
it though? Amen.